Okay, make sure we're both like in frame. Hi guys, it's Izzy. I'm back at it again with another video, and today I have Tygerlily, and we're gonna be talking about a lot of like the fitness, but just raw stuff that we have noticed within the fitness industry with getting started into it. We both started like really getting into it around like a year ago.
Yeah, like around the same time.
Yeah, around the same time.
We did not know each other during this time.
We are the same person, and we have literally been through the same things, and I'm sure a lot of other girls and guys have been through the same stuff, so we just want to talk about it, ask common questions. So we're going to go over a lot of those, including like social media, toxic trends on the internet that we've seen.
In the fitness industry.
Yup, a lot of them. But yeah, so we'll get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. We're both going to first start off talking about how we kind of got into fitness as a whole, and just like what made us go into the fitness world that we stepped into. Going into it, I really didn't think I was going to be this into it at all. Like literally my whole life has changed into fitness. The first thing that really put me into it was social media, but it put me in it kind of for the wrong reason, just because I wanted to change my body. Like that was my only goal. I didn't care about the health inside. Like I just wanted to change my body. I saw girls lifting, and that was cool because, you know, commonly you see all these things saying girls get bulky when they lift. You know, like I wanted to get into that. I thought, you know, I did gymnastics my whole life and I didn't have really anything, so I started getting into lifting.
I was also like a gymnast my whole life. So literally, we're the same person. When we met each other and we shared our stories, we're like, no freaking way. Like, we're twins. A lot of like body dysmorphia, and actually what got me into fitness was recovering from an eating disorder, which we're gonna get more into later. Doing these like workout videos at home from Peloton, which actually got me into weightlifting. Cody Rigsby, Jess Sims, all those amazing people. From home, I was so scared to go into the gym. I never wanted to go to the gym. Also just doing it at first to be the tiniest version of myself.
It's common, a lot of girls want to be like the tiniest versions of themselves going into it. That's one of the things that's just so toxic, but it's brought on by social media. Same thing, I started doing videos, like I was literally on my floor just at 9 p.m. doing some ab workouts.
And the thing is, like, I started doing abs and cardio, and that's it, and I never wanted to pick up a weight. Rumor or a myth that girls can get too bulky lifting like 15 pounds, which is totally false.
Yeah.
You have to try so hard to even be able to get bulky. Believe me, I'm trying.
Your body reaches like a peak mass point. Like you're not gonna be like freaking The Rock, you know? Like how hard you try, your body will reach like a peak muscle growth. You can't, unless you're on test or something that just makes you super strong.
Unless you're on boards.
Yeah, unless you're on boards, then go ahead, do your thing. But just seeing what we saw on social media, which was, you know, it's a good way, it's a good outlet to kind of get a grasp of it. But when you get so sucked into what you're seeing other people do, it kind of becomes a toxic thing.
What I first started out seeing was the bad, seeing a bunch of skinny girls, skinnier than me, and I want to look like them. And that has, like, my whole For You page was pretty much eating videos. And
what do I eat in a day?
Like, what do I eat in a day? I was withholding so much and restricting, but now it has changed, and it's such like a more healthy thing, seeing like people being positive about body image, growth. So I think that it changes on your perspective and what you put out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's kind of like a little thing. We don't want to go like too deep into like that part, but that's pretty much just a grasp of like what actually got us into fitness.
Now getting more into the eating part, and kind of a harder thing to talk about for the both of us, I think. I haven't fully opened up yet about exactly what we went through. I've opened up to family members and things like that, and I try and be as open as I can to everyone just to let them know what I've been through. The truth is, we both went through a very tough stage in our lives where we were severely... It's okay. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, we both went through our times.
Around a little over a year ago, for some reason, I can't even pinpoint a reason that I did. I was severely restricting my calories, probably not eating more than 1,000 a day, not eating until around 4 p.m. Terrible, and coffee as meal replacement, just being very unhealthy, not caring about what's inside my body, but with how I look outside, which at the end of the day, when you restrict that much, you're gonna look tired, you're gonna look sad, you're gonna be angry, you're gonna resent yourself, you're gonna resent everyone else.
No matter where or how small you are.
I just wanted to be smaller. I was tiny. I was 117 pounds. I'm 5'7". That's very unhealthy. And I just wanted to get smaller. I had endless doctor's appointments trying to figure out what was wrong with my GI tract. And at the end of the day, we got that phone call from the doctor. They said, I'm not eating enough. Like, that is the reason, or severely restricting. And I I still didn't care. I got a therapist. I didn't care. I wanted to continue to get smaller and smaller. And at the end of the day was
like seeing the scale go down was like your only like pushing point, like to
yeah,
go
even lower.
Yeah, exactly.
To see how small that number could get, which is not healthy. And today I am now 131 pounds. That is,
yeah,
I'm like so proud of that. I am healthy. I am happy. Way happier than I was. I am not tired all the time. I'm not bruising everywhere. Lost my period. I was getting thinner. It's not a good feeling.
My thing kind of started a little bit the same way. Like, I just wanted to be the smallest version of myself and active my whole life. So seeing myself gain all this weight at one time, like my heaviest was 160. So when I hit a point where I was like, oh my God, I hated myself. And so I just started eating way less. I went to a trainer that told me that I had to eat 1,200 calories, which is, again, a very toxic thing in the fitness industry.
Bullshit.
Like, if you're not a dietitian, don't instruct your clients to eat under what a baby needs. Basically, that kind of, I feel like that's the one thing that triggered me into eating under that much, is because he told me. So I was like, oh yeah, I trust him. So I just started eating less, and I just started eating less and less as I started seeing myself go down in weight. I got to like a really, really unhealthy part where I started, which I've never really talked about, so it's definitely hard, but I started purging literally after every meal. I thought that was normal, which is insane to me. Like, at the time, I thought that it's okay, I can go binge on a whole like caniac combo and then throw it up. And that was just a normal thing for me. My day-to-day, I would eat and throw up. One day when I went to go see a personal trainer, which I'm currently at now, and I love him, I've met so many family through them, basically told me, like, you're getting too lean. That struck me first. I was like, what? Like, I've never had anyone tell me you're getting too lean. So that was the point where I was like, why am I restricting? Literally that day, I stopped doing it. Like, and I know everyone's story is different, but like that day, I completely stopped. Although the restricting did continue a little bit, I definitely helped a lot, and I'm still pretty unhappy, but that's where it comes into play, where you kind of have to do your own research. I'm happier now. Like, I gained I was 114, so again, we were both very small, and then we gained weight, so now I'm sitting at like 127 trying to gain muscle. Hell yeah. And so is she, so we're both on our little bulking journeys, growing during whatever.
I feel like their mental is around skinny equals good.
Yeah.
Skinny equals
Fit.
better. The reality is that's not true. Skinny doesn't define healthy. Every single person on this planet is different. Their genetics are different. Their body is different. Every single person on this planet ate the same exact way every day, did the same amount of activity. We would still all have different bodies. Just your body, the way it is, the way it's supposed to be healthy, you eating maintenance-wise, you don't have to track calories. Like, if you just want to maintain and you just
want to be healthy, happy,
eat when you're hungry, listen to your body. And that is honestly, if we just all started viewing food as what it is, which is fuel, it gets you from point A to point B, society would be a lot healthier. But obviously that is not the case right now.
That's a little bit about what we went through. Sorry to get deep with you guys, but just being real and being
authentic.
Oh, because a lot of people go through the same thing. I thought I was like weird for it, and also like just knowing that there's other people out there that are going through the same things helps.
When I met her and we shared our stories, I was taken aback, because I was like, there's no way someone out there went through exactly the same thing that I went through. You might be going through it, your friends might be going through it, you never know anyone's story. It's real and it's happening, and anyone that's going through this, I want you to feel comfortable to open up to us, ask questions, and we would be so happy to answer any of them and help you out in any way possible.
Alright, so the next topic we're going to get into is macros, because a lot of people are very interested in it. Conversation as a whole is just very controversial. I just want to start by saying macros kind of took me out of a dark place, because I started taking food as not just seeing it as calories and seeing it as like I realized, oh, I'm going to hit this target every day, and it forced me to eat more than I need. You know, it forced me to gain that muscle, it forced me to gain that weight. What worked best for me is I'd stay on track throughout the week, and then like I'd have a free meal. I wouldn't indulge in it. I'd just, you know, go out with friends and family, enjoy a meal that I didn't track. So it definitely took me out of that restriction where I cannot go touch a single food that was made by someone else. I can enjoy, you know, a meal with someone I loved, and that goes a long way.
Have those meals and live life.
Even when I did go out, like I would go out still, but I'd go and get like plain ass chicken breast and like vegetables. You know, like I would just go do that.
And obviously that's not like
It's not fun.
living.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. Be proactive, but also
go out,
give
drink,
yourself
have
that
fun.
freedom. Give yourself that freedom, and you should be able to be a human and have fun and
Especially
have
at
those
such a young age.
interactions. Exactly. We at this age, like before even being 18, we should just be able to be kids.
And it kind of just took over our mental, like, we can't go out because, you know, we have to eat at a certain time, or
it was the timing too. I wouldn't allow myself to eat lunch until at least 12 and dinner until at least 5. And looking at those macros kind of kept you accountable to make sure you were eating enough.
And also for me, like, it felt like instead of looking at the calories as so big, like 2,200 calories, oh my god, like that's insane to me at first.
Then that's literally maintenance.
Yeah, exactly. But then looking at the macros, that's like 200 carb, you know, whatever it is, it's a smaller number. So in a sense, your brain kind of just like, it tricks
it grasps it better.
Yeah, exactly. But like that, I know it sounds weird, but like that's truly how I thought at the time. Like, I need to be eating more. Like, that's literally what I thought. I wasn't gaining excess weight. I would eat my free meal and the next day I'd weigh less.
Not diet, but like healthy eating is very important, and eating enough, especially your activity level. I personally was not educated on macros until like eating disorder to fitness.
It was kind of just calories. Like,
it was calories. That's all I cared about. I didn't care where they came from. I just cared that they were
less than 900 or less than 1,000.
That's exactly. Once you start understanding the importance of getting enough protein, getting enough fat, getting enough carbs, realizing that carbs aren't the enemy. They're good. They're actually your body's preferred source of energy. Obviously 80-20. Give yourself that leniency as well.
But not all the carbs you eat have to come from sweet potatoes and friggin' fruits. Like, it can be an 80-20 rule, you know, like you can go nice little pizza date with your friends, or, you know, like it doesn't always have to be these healthy things, and it's also specific towards your goals. So if you are having a goal of competing or bodybuilding show, obviously you're gonna have to be more strict. Just in a healthy lifestyle, you do not have to count your macros. You can enjoy life. You can use macros as a guidance to kind of guide you in, oh, this amount of chicken, like 6 ounces of chicken is good for my body. So now I know what it looks like. All right, well, now I'm going to incorporate that into my lifestyle.
Yeah, it's like living healthily and maintaining. You don't have to weigh out every single meal. You kind of just be like, eat your lunch until you're full.
Yeah.
Like, eat until you don't, like, until you're fueled. And complex carbs. Like, I'd be eating a Rice Krispie treat every day before my workout.
Exactly. They're fast digesting carbs.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like as long as everything is in moderation, and even some days you go like over your calories, that's not going to demean your progress whatsoever.
It's not a big deal, especially if your goal is muscle gain. It's not a big deal.
Like, more calories the better.
Yeah, but obviously it's not a super big deal if you're just trying to live a healthy lifestyle. Vegetables are good in some meals. This amount of chicken seems like a really good portion for my body. My body can handle it well. Eat until you feel satisfied, not necessarily full out of your mind, but just until you feel good, you know? And a lot of the things with us is like our hormones from our eating disorders have been very messed up. So
extreme. It's called extreme hunger.
Yeah.
It's an actual thing. Your body's gonna naturally crave all the food that it was restricted from. Like being full and
ghrelin.
That's the
we're never
hormone.
full.
That's the hormone we don't got. We got too much of.
Exactly. And it's hard because it's like, oh, I want to feel like, you see people eat and they're like, oh, I'm so full, and I'm like,
and you're like, I can eat 10 times more. But that's normal. Like, to feel hungrier sometimes.
Yeah. Being a little bit of hungry is normal, and actually any human, we're not meant to feel full, but feel
satisfied.
We're working on it. The next thing is gonna be cardio and strength training. A lot of misconceptions on the what goals you're trying to do there, but
fat burning wise, cardio, strength training. I want to just mind you, neither of us are certified personal trainers. The information we're giving you is from personal experience and just like things that we
working with trainers.
We are going to school for this stuff as well. So just what we've learned in general. Cardio will burn while during that activity, you're going to burn more calories. On the other hand, strength training, it builds your metabolism, like as you strength train. After you're done strength training, burn calories throughout the day because it boosts your metabolism. So I would recommend strength training
building muscle
and cardio. If you want to build muscle, strength training 100%. I believe both are crucial in like a healthy living style, like resistance
moderation.
Training.
Like for me, cardio is definitely moderation right now, just because my goal is building muscle.
You don't get to target how you lose weight because you're going to lose fat, but guess what? You're also going to lose muscle mass. So in a fat burning stage, obviously you're going to want to do a little bit more cardio, but in the end picture, if you're wanting to lose weight, caloric deficit is going to be the only way.
And of course, strength training, we're gonna recommend that till we die because we freaking
Until we die. That is it for me.
Yeah, we love strength training. So it's something we enjoy, it's something that has become a big part of our life, and we've seen results. I mean, I didn't really force myself to do a bunch of cardio because I was working with a really good trainer, and we would do strength training and maybe light cardio, but seeing most of my results from strength training, I can say one-on-one that definitely the best way to go if you're trying to get into fitness. But whatever makes you happy, you know, boxing, you know,
Exactly.
like if you like boxing, do boxing. If you like golf, go golfing for an hour.
You can move your body.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to do it, you're not going to see results. So if you don't like strength training, if it's not your cup of tea, don't do it. Go for a walk. My mom, she loves walks. She walks every day, 45 minutes.
And it's not because she wants to like freaking lose weight. It's just because she likes going on walks.
She likes it, like, no matter like what it is. As long as you're moving your body, you're gonna be healthy. Like, that is what's recommended. Just 10,000 steps a day, maybe.
Yeah, and that's the normal. That's literally what humans are supposed to be doing in general. We'll love influencing people to move their bodies and strength train and stuff, but it's not for everyone, you know. So
that's right.
Whatever gets you to move your body, whatever gets you out of bed, whatever makes you happy mentally.
That's the link between mental wellness and fitness, because they are linked together. I move my body every time after I have a lifting session at the gym. No matter what mindset I went into the gym with, I come out with a better mindset. Yeah. I come out clear. Just do it. You're gonna feel better after. Just do it, Nike.
Just going to the gym, like, I forget about everything else in my life. I'm sure so many other people do. It's their alone time. It's your one time of the day where it's just you versus you. Definitely my safe place, definitely her safe place.
The final topic we're going to be talking about in this video is, if it sounds too good to be true, then it is. It is too good to be true. Fad diets. I don't like to be hateful towards anyone's diet, especially like something like hardcore keto, something that makes you restrict or take out a certain macro such as carbs for so long. It's just so restrictive and it's not maintainable in the long run. You restrict so much, you are going to lose weight, but what's going to happen when you need to get back to your healthy lifestyle? You're going to gain that weight back. Take this pill and you're gonna lose like all your weight.
Yeah,
that's something that like boils like my blood so much.
See, my thing is, like, one talks about how bad carbs
I love carbs.
I just want to be like,
don't hate on my baby.
I just want to, because it's just this misconception in society that like carbs are so bad. Everyone's heard it, but literally carbs are not the enemy.
Your main source of energy, y'all. We need carbs.
Excess calories gain weight, not excess carbs. You know, if you do have more than your maintenance, you're obviously going to gain weight.
We can do that with any macro.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the misconception of that carbs are making you gain weight. It's not the carbs. There's some carbs that have high calories, and that's why you're gaining the weight, not because you're eating the carb. I say so much, and like, even because I work in a gym, I hear people talk about, oh, you eat carbs, and I'm like, dude, I eat more carbs than you. Crazy to me still how people are seeing it, but like, it makes sense because the social media is such a big influence on people's mindset and fitness.
Like that social media aspect, like influencers that use their platform to promote false things. They like show a picture of their booty and say like the only way you're gonna see this is if like you buy these booty bands that are life changing.
It's just for
too
money.
Good to be true. It's not right. The only way to see results is to step into that uncomfortable situation, grow yourself, and actually work on progressive overload, building muscle wise. And weight loss is different for everyone.
Yeah.
Like, there's no formula because everyone is so different. So there's really no formula that you can calculate for like every single person in the world.
And like a common thing I see is people lose weight in like 3 months, like a short amount of time. They'll lose this insane amount of weight, and
then they go back to their diet, and guess what happens? They gain it all back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not maintainable.
No, and then you'll see these people that are taking like a year, slowly lose weight over time, and they keep it off. And it's so, the percentage of people who keep off their weight is so little.
So little.
People kind of just make it an all or nothing approach. Like, you have to cut out all of this, and you have to work out crazy amounts of times a day.
Simply not true.
Like whatever works for you works for you. If you want to do it in a long, prolonged period of time, and you'll probably keep it off longer.
Step on that scale maybe every week, and it's gonna fluctuate. Because at the end of the day, the number at the scale doesn't really matter. You're building muscle, that number on the scale is getting higher. It just really doesn't matter, and it's unhealthy. Reflect your self-worth off of a number, because
that's definitely like what was the hardest part for me, is realizing that that scale doesn't account for the amount of muscle mass you're carrying. Water weight, like I could literally, since I'm taking creatine too, my water weight is just like just clinging to me right now.
You could lose 5 pounds of water weight in one night. That's how much your weight can fluctuate.
So measuring your success off of the weight on the scale, I suggest honestly taking progress pictures. For me, progress pictures have saved my body dysmorphia. Like, I'll look at them and I'm like, oh shit, like I have made progress.
It's just hard to see yourself change.
Yeah.
You see yourself so much, so like you're not gonna see like how much progress you've made.
I'm saying consistency is the key in anyone's fitness journey. Then you'll see results no matter what. And the composition of your body changes so much, like it's crazy to me. I look completely different. So you just gotta keep that in account. Alrighty guys, so that was pretty much it. I know it's kind of long, but we just had a lot to talk about.
There's so much.
So, I mean, it's been like a year since we've gotten into it, so we've had a lot of experience, what we've been through, and like overall our health and the spirals it's been through. But we just wanted to share with you guys and be real, be those real people in the fitness industry, because there's so many that are not.
There's so many fake people that send out fake news, and we want to be that outlet that like authentic.
Yeah, authentic stuff that actually happens and people go through. Not everyone is this perfect influencer that looks good, feels good, looks in the mirror and just is like, dang,
like,
you're sexy.
And like, you're sexy 24/7. You don't even bloat.
Yeah, exactly. So we just want to be that platform and kind of reach out to you guys, answer some of the questions you guys had. But thanks for listening. If you guys have any more fitness questions, comment them down below. It can literally be anything fitness related. Anything personal that we've gone through, we are willing to share with you guys. We've been very open the whole time.
Yes.
But love you guys. Bye.